The city's annual style showcase is about to begin, but behind the glitz and glamour there is a strong educational component. Margo Barton is the academic leader of fashion at the Polytechnic's design school, as well as an ID committee member, and she joins us to talk about the opportunities for students associated with the event. Good evening.
Good evening.
How many fashion students are involved in ID?
Around 70 students.
In what ways are they included in the event?
We have students doing all sorts of things on the events. The junior students, I guess you could say, are working backstage dressing at the railway station, and the senior students, the third and fourth years, help manage the Emerging Designer Awards.
What are some of the benefits that the students will get out of being involved?
Well, there's all sorts of benefits. One of the benefits is to see these amazing clothes up close. So just dressing at the railway station is a fantastic experience. If you're working at the Emerging Designer Awards, getting to see these students from all around the world who've come to Dunedin to show off their collections, that's really special, because they can have conversations about the techniques that the students have used to create their designs, and find out about where they've studied and make connections that they can use further on in their careers.
Now, this year a community grant has enabled the committee to bring Stefan Segal to Dunedin. How will he be working with the students?
Well, Stefan is amazing. I think it was 2008, but I may have the date wrong, that he started a company called Not Just a Label, which is a company that really, he's a champion for emerging designers. And that's not just young designers, that's any designer who's really classified as an independent designer, so they're not working for a really big multinational company. And he's trying to find a new way to work the fashion system, almost like the slow food movement. And he goes around the world and talks about that and inspires people. And I think he's really creating a movement that hopefully will change the industry, so more designers can have a say, and so us as consumers have more options.
What is unique about his perspective?
His unique perspective is that he only takes a small amount of clipping the ticket, I guess, off what they're selling. So he wants the designer to be the person who's in control of the sales, rather than in some areas it's the buyer from a big company that will be in control.
Do the students get to interact much with the other guests in the show?
They do. So the third years and fourth years get to be assistants with some of the designers. They get to do things like they go to their fittings and help them with the fittings. Sometimes they have to do minor repairs. They get to take the designers to exciting places, like maybe to Meraki, or out down the harbour, or op shopping in Dunedin, or down to see the shops like Plume and the other shops in Dunedin.
What opportunities have arisen for students through ID?
All sorts of things. We've had students that have been noticed. They've been really hard workers on the event, and people have said, come over to Australian Fashion Week and we'll get you a job there as an assistant. Lots took one of our students as an intern to Paris for a month, because he was very impressed with her being his assistant when she was here. We've had another student who was helping on the Emerging Designer Awards, and the Emerging Designer asked him to go with him to Europe and do a selling tour around Europe, and he did that twice.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Are these kinds of opportunities available to fashion students in other centres?
Well, I would say that if you lived in a bigger city, perhaps in Europe, you might have these opportunities, but we're so far away from everything. The whole philosophy behind the Emerging Designer Awards and getting the designers here, and also the well-known designers, was to bring the world here so that our students can interact with these people here.
ID committee member Margo Barton, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.